Good morning, church. And graduating seniors, or seniors who have graduated, congratulations. I know it's been a long time coming, but we do want to tell you congratulations, and we want to send you off with a little video. It's safe to say that things are not as we expected them to be. Not at all. In fact, 2019, I remember a lot of people were very excited to see the tail end of that year, and we were really excited for 2020 because 2019 was so bad in a lot of people's minds that, hey, 2020's got to be better. Well, things aren't as we expected. And just like the graduate video, a lot of times we expected that sometime in May in front of the whole congregation. That's just not the case this year. We expect to see a lot of silly and downright stupid videos in between each graduating senior, but to be honest, that's not the case this year because things aren't as we expected. And that's okay. For God's people, I think we should find some solace during this time. Yes, clearly this is a very difficult time. It's a time that we've never handled or dealt with in our generations here. But this is a time that I think if we seek out God and how He has handled and worked through His people for many centuries, for millennia, then we can find some solace and peace with our King. You see, I think maybe we've been insisting on our own way for a long time. We've maybe been insisting that things even go our way for a long time. I think maybe we've been wrapped up in things that we want to be a part of, and we've been so wrapped up in them for so long, and the way we expect things to be for our lives, for ourselves, for our children, that maybe we haven't noticed or given thought to the things that maybe God wants. You see, 2020, like I said, has not been easy. There's no doubt about that. But things clearly aren't going the way that we expected them to go. But I want to specifically address those of us who truly want to follow God, who truly want to follow the King. Graduates, it's my prayer that this is what you really truly want to seek after in life. You see, because rarely have things ever really gone the way the people of God ever really expected them to go. You see, and just to give you a few examples, and if you want to jump and look at a specific passage, you can look through the chapter 11 of Hebrews. And you'll find, and I think as you go back and read the stories about these people, men and women, that they did not go the way that they expected them to go. But I think about people like Abraham, who was living his life and all of a sudden found himself just uprooted from his hometown and from his family, and he leaves and follows this God that he really isn't familiar with. But he goes anyway. And he's promised that he's going to have all these descendants and he's going to have this land, and he dies having one legitimate child and another illegitimate child, 2 kids. And things did not go, I think, as Abraham had intended or expected. And I think about Moses, who was born at a volatile time, and he should have been killed, but he wasn't. He was saved by the king, by Pharaoh. And things didn't go as he expected when he ended up murdering an Egyptian, and he runs away. And then he's called back to lead his people again, and he doesn't want to do this. And as he leads them to this promised land that God is going to give them, he doesn't get to even go in. Things didn't go as Moses expected them to go. I think about people like the judges, specifically Gideon, who was perfectly content to just hide and cower in a wine press. But yet he was still commissioned by God to lead an army, a very small army at that, to go against a huge army. And God gave him victory, but shortly thereafter, God's people they fell back again into evil, which is exactly what happens with all the judges. Things don't go as they expected. And I think about the prophets, man. Specifically, I think about Jonah. And Jonah, who was a man of God, a man of Israel, who I think devoted his life to God, is expected to go and preach to a people who are just completely evil, to the Ninevites. He doesn't want to do this. And even after he does do it and God spares the whole city because they repent, Jonah's still not happy, and things did not go as he expected. And I think about the rest of the prophets. The people didn't listen to them. They didn't go as they expected things to probably go. Think about the 12 apostles, many of whom had decided to go ahead and start their own jobs and their own lives, their own careers, and all of a sudden this Jesus guy says to follow him, and so they do so, and already off the bat things aren't going necessarily as they expected, and then Jesus dies. Things didn't go as they expected. Of course, they saw salvation, they saw truth, and they saw this Jesus come back to life and give them a commission to go. And the majority of them were killed for doing so. And they may have expected that because Jesus warned them of that. But it's certainly probably not what we would expect. I guess what I'm trying to say is, maybe we need to quit trying to insist on our own ways. Maybe we need to quit trying to plan out everything with our lives. And maybe we need to start allowing for these unexpectations to happen because we're God's people. And God works in mighty ways through those times. You see, the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21, would say that many are the plans of man, or many are the plans in the mind of man, but it is the purpose of Yahweh that will succeed. And in the book of James, he says it this way. He says, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow, we'll go into such and such a town and spend a year there and make a profit. Yet you don't know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you're a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance, and all such boasting is evil. So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him or her it is sin." So church, maybe we need to shift our focus a little bit. Maybe we need to lean into these times that aren't as we expected, and know that as God's people, it seems to be how God works in mighty ways through us. Lean into these times that we don't expect. Seek after God. Seek after His kingdom. Graduates, seek after God. Seek after His kingdom. You don't have to plan everything out. You don't have to have everything go as you would expect it to go. Lean on God. Lean on His desire for you. And seek to do the right thing. Church, I love you. Praying for you all. And may we do all this together. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.
I hope you know that we're proud of you and we're glad you passed, and we hope that you have a good and fun experience in college, and I hope you had a good senior year.
Ellie Grace, I cannot believe we are here talking about graduation. You did it, and we are so proud of you. The year did not go as anticipated at all, but you handled it with such grace. And our prayer for you is that you just continue to stay on the path you're on, because you are just rocking it, girl. And we love you, and I just know that God has a path. Just, it's all laid out for you, and things may not always go as you think they should or as you plan for, but as we learn this year, you can handle it because you have your faith, and you just handle things. And I just love you to pieces, and we're just really proud, sweetie.
As your father, I couldn't be more proud of my Elle. My once little Elle is now grown into an adult and has graduated from high school, and she has wonderful things ahead of her, going to college and making her way through her own little path. We're just very proud of you and are happy to see where you will be.
Love you.
Love you, sweetie.
Get away from all of my mistakes. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I gotta get away from all of my mistakes. So here I sit, looking at the traffic lights. The red extinguishes the hope that the green ignites. I wanna run away, I wanna ditch my life, 'cause all of my mistakes keep me awake at night. And after all of my yellow bars desert me, I just wanna get by, don't want nothing to hurt me. I had no idea where my head was at, but if my heart says I'm sorry, can we leave it at that? Because I just want for all of this to end. And I still hate consequences, and running from you is what my best defense is. Whoa! Consequences, God, don't make me face up to this. And I still
Hello, my name is Chad Nunez. I am Harley Nunez's father. Raising kids today is no simple task. It seems to get harder and harder as the years go by. I see many parents struggle with the choices they have to make, raising their kids on what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. Will their kids make the right choices or not? I must say, though, over the years that I've raised Harley, from the time he was probably 9 or 10 to the man he's become now at age 19, he's made it fairly simple for me. He has so many accomplishments that I could be proud of. But I guess I should say the thing that I'm most proud of is his characteristic that he holds, is his morals and his values. He's generally just a good person, and that's very hard to find now these days. He has a love for God, and he has a love for children, and two of those things just hold dear in my heart, and his love for senior citizens is close by too. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, he is just a great person and becoming a great man, and I'm just so very proud of everything he's done. I love you, son. Thank you.
I feel like I would like to be somewhere else, doing something that matters. And I'll admit here, while I sit here, my mind wastes away and my thoughts start to gather. What's the purpose? It feels worthless, so unwanted, like I lost all my value. I can't find it, not in the least bit, and I'm just scared that I'll fail you. And sometimes I think that I'm not any good at all. And sometimes I wonder why I'm even here at all. But then you assure me I'm a little more than.
So I just want to say how proud I am to see you overcoming this obstacle in your life. This is just the beginning. There's so much more to come. I hope that you continue to make us all proud, and I want you to know that I am especially proud of you, of the man that you're becoming. You're so caring and thoughtful, and you're always here to be a good friend for everyone and to help other people You have the most infectious sense of humor, and you share that with everyone that knows you. You're so strong-minded, and you're very reasonable, and you have such a forgiving heart. Those are all qualities that at times might make you feel weak or defeated, but I want you to know that they will carry you on to succeed in life. I have faith that no matter where you go, you will carry the things that life has taught you and your love for God. And with those two things, you cannot fail. I love you, son, and I am so proud of you and your accomplishments today and every day. I want you to keep moving forward and never stop making goals and striving to reach them. This life has so much to offer you, and my main hope is that you will find happiness no matter where it takes you. So my advice is make it count, bud. Make every day count.
I watch the proverbial sunrise coming up over the Pacific, and you might think I'm losing my mind, but I will shy away from the specifics, 'cause I don't want you to know where I am, 'cause then you'll see my heart in the saddest state it's ever been. And this is no place to try and live my life. That's exactly where I lost it, where I never should have crossed it, where I never should have said that. It's the very moment that I wish that I could take back.
Well, Christian, it's hard to believe our little boy's turned into a young man already. Time sure has flown by. We're very, very proud of you. You're such a great person, wonderful heart, huge heart, very kind and willing to do anything for everybody. Everyone that knows you loves you. You're such a kind and loving person. So very, very proud of you, and know you'll do great things with your life. I know one thing that I'm really gonna miss. I think it started in like 1st or 2nd grade, that we would talk, and you would call me every morning on my way to work before you went to school, just to talk for a minute and say, I love you. I'm gonna miss that, and I'll cherish those phone calls forever. I love you with all my heart, Christian. I'm very proud of you.
I'm so proud of you, Christian, and I'm so sorry. This is how your graduation had to turn out, because you definitely deserve the best. Like your dad said, you are definitely one of a kind. You're one of the most gentle, kind-hearted people, and everybody that meets you does love you. We love you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Christian. I love you.
I'm sad. You can have the beat of my heart. You can be my light, pizzazz. You can be my spark in the dark. But if I'm out there acting a bum, I'll become one. So no more frigid nights in the cold. I will fall asleep in the lawn till the sun rose. 14 karat gold. You can have my light. I'm sad. Broken downtown, down on Wedgwood and Nathan, bleeding like a heartache, you're ready to break. And on down the road comes another mistake. Try hard as it might, I can't quite get it right.
Go first.
Okay, no. You go first.
No, you go first.
No, you.
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 You know? It's like Boogie. Been a pain in my rear these 18 years. I'm gonna choke you, punch you, hang you upside down. All those things, but it's been a real joy and honor being your father, watching you grow up, do marching band and getting to spend the last 2 years with you just about every game and parade and all that stuff, and just watching take your pre-med class and always just being motivated to do your best. Just keep reaching for your dreams, sweetheart. Never settle for being good. I love you. Here's your sister.
Leading off of what Padre said, watching you being so motivated to do what you want with your future has inspired me to do what I want, which is like something in the medical field like you wanted to do, hence me taking pre-med just like you did. So I guess I'm following in your footsteps. Yeah. And I just hope to see you do bigger and better things. And yeah, congratulations on making it this far. Love you.
I'm giving up slowly. I'm blending in so you won't even know me. Apart from this world that shares my fate. This one last bullet you mentioned, it's my one last shot at redemption. 'Cause I know to live you must give your life away. And I've been housing all this doubt and insecurity. Now I've been locked inside that house. All the while you hold the key. Now I've been dying to get out, and that might be the death of me. And even though there's no way of knowing where to go, I promise I'm going, because I gotta get out of here. I'm stuck inside this rut that I fell into by mistake. I better rest my eyes, 'cause I'm growing weary of this point you've been trying.
Hey, Boogie. Okay, so I was told to talk about something inspirational, and the only thing that comes to mind is tennis. I started tennis because watching you step out of your comfort zone and do something you wanted to do for yourself that you enjoy made me want to do it too. And I thought tennis was fun. So now we both have something that we like to do together. It does get competitive, but it's gonna happen. Anyways, but I'm proud of you for coming so far, and you're only gonna do bigger and better things, and yeah, I can't wait to see.
Boogie. Too many memories to start with. I mean, you've been daddy's girl from day one. I'm a little smart aleck. Sometimes I want to choke you, punch you. But you make me proud. You've grown up to a beautiful woman. I know you'll do good. Just lean on God and trust in Him. Just keep doing what you're doing. Stay motivated, sweetie. I love you.
So rather than imply, why don't you just verbalize all the things that you're trying to say? This will turn out so well, but I'm beginning to see that instead it's trouble. Into a pattern we fell of prolonging the inevitable. Why don't you come right out and say it? Even if the words are probably gonna hurt, I'd rather have the truth than something insincere. Why don't you come right out and say what it is you're thinking, though I'm thinking it's not what I wanna hear. I better check my pride, because I was starting to think that I was onto something good, but things started to slide, and I sit here in retrospect, understanding that I misunderstood. Thought I could make up your mind. You're right at this.
Congratulations, Peyton. Chad and I are so proud of you. Can't believe your graduation day is finally here. As you start this new chapter, Peyton, I just want to give you just 2 pieces of advice that I think will help you. First and foremost, as you start college and as you start this new chapter, you're going to have a lot of people, a lot of stuff trying to vie for your attention. And if I can just encourage you, honey, to always keep your relationship with Jesus first. That will help you through life more than I can ever express to you. Secondly, just always keep your passion for learning. Watching your excitement as you learn is just so awesome to see. And that's really going to serve you well as you start learning more towards your degree and starting a new career, honey. Just always keep your passion for learning and always stay positive. Your outlook on everything is just such an example, and I am so very proud of you. So again, congratulations. Dad and I love you very much. Bye, Angel.